Hello, I'm Brittany Sweeney here to introduce you to the PBS 39 Artist of the Month for January. She's an 11th grade student from San Ramon, California. I'd like to welcome Aditi Ranjan. Aditi, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here and to have the opportunity to talk to you about my artwork.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Aditi, your artwork is absolutely beautiful. So without further ado, let's share your submission piece. This is called Fluttering Happiness. Can you tell us about this beautiful piece?
Yeah, sure. So this piece is primarily made through color pencil, and it really just portrays simply just a girl next to some butterflies that portray and symbolize happiness. So that's why I added it in there, and just supposed to show sort of like a sort of happy moment in her life that's inspired by my personal experiences as well.
Absolutely beautiful. And you said you used color pencils to create
Mhm.
this?
Yeah.
Wow, a beautiful work of art. And tell us about the shading in this piece and why you chose to do half color and the other half kind of black and white.
Yeah, so the color part, I was trying to experiment because I was trying to show different types of lighting on her face. So like one side is more like orangish and one side is more of like sort of gray. And I just wanted to show that like kind of like blend all of those colors together in her face. And then the bottom was just like a normal like sort of like frock that she was wearing. So I just used like sort of graphite for that.
Now, did this come from just your imagination or did you have someone who posed for this piece?
Yeah, I had sort of some inspirations for like the face shading, so I used that, and then like all the butterflies and things, I added that on top of like the original picture.
Wow, it's a really beautiful piece. Aditi, when did you decide that you wanted to create art? How did you get into creating art? What's the backstory?
Yeah, so I started creating art like pretty early in my life, like probably when I was like 4 to 5. I realized that I really liked doing it. It really calmed me down, and it was just like something I would always do in my free time. And it really just started out with like small sketches, like finding small like patterns in my life. And then after that, ever since I came to high school and took like a proper art class, I became much more serious about it.
Wow, you have really cool pieces. We're looking at a piece here. Can you tell us about this work of art?
Yeah, so this work of art is actually pretty recent. It was trying to sort of show and depict like internal fear that many people today might like feel like internal pressure or like internal fear of something happening because I was really focusing on fear as a topic this year, and fear doesn't necessarily like have to be like explicit, like a fear of like something, but it can also be inside you. And so this piece specifically was trying to show like black paint over her, which was supposed to like show that like fear on her. And I used color pencil for this as well.
Your pieces are so thoughtful and really emotion provoking. And so, where do you get your inspiration for these pieces?
Probably mostly from like real life experiences from like friends, families, because I think like a lot of us, all of us like go through moments depicting like both like happiness, fear, sadness, all of these things. So I really like that. And also, I just love drawing people so much. So I guess a big inspiration for me is also my community.
Well, you're incredible at creating and drawing these pictures of people. Tell us about this one here. What's the inspiration and thought behind this one?
So this one, as I said, I really like to draw people, so I was trying to focus on her face only, and I also love to do graphite. So this picture, I chose to do it fully graphite, and so this shows her face, and there's in her eyes, there's sort of like a hand reaching out as like sort of like a threat. So this is sort of like showing her explicit reaction to that.
Very cool. Aditi, you mentioned some of the mediums that you work in. What's your favorite medium that you do work in?
I really like color pencil. I do also like graphite, but I think like color pencil really helps like make pictures pop and like make them more visually like attractive, I guess.
Sure. And what's the inspiration behind this one here?
So this one is pretty like personal to me as well. I think it's also like really personal to like a lot of teens in today's lives because social media can essentially cause like a lot of anxiety and stress in today's teens and like adults. So this was just trying to show sort of like that drowning effect in all of these like social media apps.
Yeah, your pictures are really moving, so emotion provoking. This one here is really neat as well, if you could explain this one.
Yeah, so this one is actually I think like my most like complex one. As I said, like this year, I was really like going into like exploring the theme of fear. So this is also another one that sort of depicts that theme. And so it's trying to show that like there's a lady's face and her face is essentially sort of like shattered in like glass pieces. And there's a lot of textures in this piece as well, which is why I like it. There's like a wooden texture, there's a texture for the glass, and there's also a snake. And snakes symbolize fear typically in like history as well. So that's why I included it there. And there's also a watch to show that she's sort of trapped in time.
Wow, Aditi, your pieces are obviously very thought out and really planned out, and these are so
Yeah.
amazing. They really provoke so much emotion when you're looking at them, and they're so intriguing to look at. I just want to ask you one more question today. How does it feel to be our PBS 39 Artist of the Month for January?
Yeah, it feels really great. Thank you so much for this honor. And yeah, it's just great to be able to discuss my art on such a big platform.
Aditi Ranjan, our Artist of the Month for January. Congratulations to you, and thank you so much for sharing your art with us.
Thank you.
And PBS 39 is always looking for one of our featured PBS 39 Artists of the Month. To submit some works of art, log on to pbs39.org. For PBS 39, I'm Brittany Sweeney, and remember to keep creating.